I'm Michael Goulian, and I first soloed an airplane before I could drive a car. I've been lucky enough to fly air shows all around North America, and I've raced in the Red Bull Air Race World Championship around the globe. My wife and I also own and operate Mike Goulian Aviation, a Cirrus training center based in Plymouth, Massachusetts, near beautiful Cape Cod. So subscribe to our channel and come along for a journey of passion, dedication, and excellence as I bring you behind the scenes and inside the cockpit of some of the most amazing airplanes and air shows in the world. You can also follow my wife Karin's journey to get her instrument rating in our beautiful Cirrus SR-22.
Plymouth Municipal Airport, Plymouth, Massachusetts. Automated weather observation 1826 Zulu. Wind 240 at 12. Peak gusts 20. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 29 Celsius. Dew point 17 Celsius.
Clear.
So again, if you look in the IFOM that Cirrus tells us, 1,000 RPM is a good taxi number, right?
Yeah.
So let's just set around 1,000 in there and see how that works for us.
Okay.
And I think it's pretty good. Since there's all this traffic, let's go through the ramp. Okay, and again, so our taxi checklist, let's do it as it's described in the FOM, which is a flow, right? So remember, it starts from the bottom of the panel and moves up. So essentially, our parking brake is released.
Yep.
The brakes have been checked.
Brakes are checked.
The
HSI
shows
matches the
050 and 050 twice. They're aligned. And we also know that we're paralleling runway 6, so it's correct and working. And then the attitude indicator is erect twice.
Yeah.
And the turn coordinator is working. Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So now there's no need to check the checklist yet while we're taxiing. We're going to cross an active runway.
Yeah.
You've done the flow. When we get to somewhere that is safe and we can put adequate attention on it, then we'll do the checklist. Okay. So you're clear on the right.
Plymouth traffic, Cirrus 199 Mike Golf crossing 11533 at Delta on the ground. Plymouth.
Okay, and landing light on, please. Nice. Clear on the right.
Clear left.
Perfect. Hey everybody, welcome aboard. November 199 Mike Golf. Karin and I are going to do her first instrument lesson today. Be kind of fun. Hopefully we don't kill each other. Actually, probably she doesn't kill me by the time we get to Groton, Connecticut. So we're going to start with really today's just kind of a simulated fun flight that we're going to do, go pick up a friend. So most of this is what we call basic attitude instrument flying, or just really learning to fly solely by the reference to instruments. So today's going to be a fun day, her first time in sort of a real world environment. I'm going to act as the controller, and Karin will act as the pilot. It'll be a nice intro to instrument flying here going down to Groton, Connecticut. It's a flight of only about 70 miles, so it'll be perfect distance. Karin's about 100-hour pilot.
Almost
about
200.
Okay, sorry, almost 200, excuse me. With about 1,000 hours sitting in the right seat telling me what to do.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll see how she does. So again, what we did is our taxi checklist as a flow, and now that we're here in the run-up area, we had time to check it and we did it the right way.
Doors are latched.
now, since you're going to fly IFR,
Yeah.
you want to set the flight, have the flight plan up.
Yeah.
And then your range. In the SR, we use about 12 miles, I think, something like that. Yeah, that's a good. So you can see. I just want to be able to see my first intersection, pretty much, right?
Yep.
In the jet, we use about 25. In the SR, 12 to 15 is a good number.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the most important thing on an instrument flight before takeoff is a briefing. Let's talk about the takeoff briefing.
Okay. So we're going to take off. We're going to have a normal takeoff on runway 24. We'll need about 2,000 feet to clear a 50-foot obstacle. We have 4650 available. We're going to rotate at about, 70, 73 is rotate speed, but we'll just be light on the stick to raise the nose when we need to. At 90 knots, the flaps will come up. And our initial altitude is set for 2,000, but we'll hopefully get up to 4,500 fairly quickly. And our initial heading is for hop 2. And I'll abort the takeoff if there's any abnormalities on the ground. I'll just abort before rotate. If there's any abnormalities after takeoff, we would land straight ahead if it's under 600 AGL. 600, 4 caps at 750. And at 2,000 to 2,000 feet, and then above 2,000, we'll evaluate to see if we can get back to the active runway or whatever. It does depending upon how far away we are.
Okay, so you covered all of it, but there's a lot there, right?
Yeah.
So for me, a couple of things we need to do now.
Probably traffic 784 to turn final runway 24 Plymouth.
We're going to put 750 in here, right?
Minimums.
Again,
minimums.
You hear the minimums call. If we had some kind of an event where we were still working the problem, as we went through 750 MSL, you'd get the minimums call to remind you.
Correct.
Right? And then also, we're going to press the toga button and our heading, okay, to make sure we're ready. So now, here's how I would give an instrument takeoff. I would say, we're going to do a standard flaps 50 takeoff on runway 24. 50% flaps are set and indicated.
Yep.
We're going to use about 2,000 feet of runway. We have 4,600 feet available. I'll abort for any abnormalities, engine failure, or loss of directional control prior to rotation. After rotation and before 750 feet MSL, I'll land the airplane straight ahead with shallow turns. Between 750 feet and 2,150 feet, I would pull caps immediately. If it's an emergency after that and we can still fly the airplane, we'll bring it back around, land it on runway 24 again because there's a lot of traffic and there's some wind.
Yes. Our
Our initial altitude is 2,000 feet. Our heading is 240 on departure, which will be assigned by ATC, and then we're going to go direct hop 2. Any questions?
Nope.
No. So you see that was a little bit more precise and a little bit more succinct, right?
Yeah.
And also a little bit more set up for instrument flying.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And again, any instrument pilot wants to know if I have a malfunction or an emergency, where am I going to go? Because sometimes you might not be able to come back to the runway that you're leaving.
Sure. Okay.
Right? So the departure alternate is an important thing. All right, cool. Let's rock. Ready if you are.
All right. All right, boost jump next to your flaps.
Lights and switches.
Lights and switches.
Great. You're clear on the right?
Okay. Plymouth traffic, Cirrus 199 Mike off, taking runway 24 for a west departure.
Okay, you're clear on the right? So now, so again, a departure clearance under instrument might be Cirrus 199 Mike Golf, cleared for takeoff, runway 24, climb on the runway heading.
Okay.
Right, which is what we're going to do right now. We're just going to climb on the runway heading.
Okay.
And again, now we have the command bars up and working, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to start to operate the airplane in an IFR environment. So we want the command bars
Okay, you ready?
active. Yeah.
Plymouth traffic system 784 to turn cross on runway 24 Plymouth.
Okay, lighten the load on the nose gear, please.
Yep.
Nice. And rotate. Okay, now put the airplane right into the command bars. Nice. 90 knots.
Flaps are coming up.
Okay, good. So So you'll notice now that the airplane is accelerating.
Yep.
And you're flying to the command bars, and if you look, you'll accelerate to about a speed of 120 at 7 degrees, which is really nice. Okay, at 200 feet AGL, the yaw damp comes on. There you go. Now you'll also see that we went from a white heading to a green heading, correct?
Yep.
Just fly the heading.
600.
600 feet.
Caps available.
Caps available. Okay, great. Just fly the heading for a minute. Okay. So, the initial call would be Cape departure, Cirrus 199 Mike Golf, just departed Plymouth out of 1,000 for 2,000. We're on the runway heading, right?
Yep.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay. Cirrus 199 Mike Golf, you're clear direct hop to.
There's direct hop to.
Great. Now what are you going to do on the flight director?
On the flight director?
Yep. You're going to hit nav, aren't you? Because don't we want to navigate?
Yep.
To there. Okay. Now you also want to hit flight level change, go to 120. And if you notice, it's almost already there.
Yep.
And Boston, good afternoon. Cirrus 199 Mike Golf.
Number 119 Mike.
Yes, sir. Cirrus 199 Mike Golf for an SR-22 just off of Plymouth. Looking for VFR advisories to Groton at 4.5.
Number 9 Mike Golf, ident, Cape altimeter 3008, and I'll have a squawk for you momentarily.
Appreciate it. 3008 for 9 Mike Golf. Okay. Cirrus 9 Mike Golf.
320 contact 9
Climb and maintain 4.5.
Boston approach, moving November 127 Mike Alpha with you, 5,000 direct Watfo.
Okay.
Number 127 Mike Alpha, Boston approach, roger.
So now, what are we going to do? We're going to hit
Number 7
flight
Mike
level
Alpha,
change.
cross Watfo, letter above 3,000, cleared
Select
on runway 25,
120.
approach Provincetown Air.
Across Wasco, ladder above 3,000, cleared for the RNAV runway 25 approach, Provincetown.
I'm looking outside, you look inside.
I'm looking inside.
And Boston approach,
great.
Comanche 807
Perfect.
Tango Alpha.
Now the
with
airplane
you
will
at
accelerate.
2,700.
1 in sail, please.
You are blocked.
Number 9 Mike Golf, radar contact 5 miles west of the Plymouth Airport. The reset your transponder squawk 5341 and say altitude.
5341 for 9 Mike Golf out of 2.4. Okay, so also
Good afternoon,
if you
Boston
hit
approach,
your heading
Comanche
bug,
807 Tango Alpha.
it'll
with
sync
you
and
at 2,700.
follow you around, okay? Perfect. So now you're flying.
Number 9 Mike Golf, contact Providence approach 123.7.
Okay, 123.67 for Mike Golf, great now. 123.67.
Number 76 Shirley, descend and maintain 5,000.
So now you can see where GPS, right, direct to hop to,
Yeah.
and we're climbing flight level change at 120 knots to 4,500 feet, right?
Yes.
Great. Providence, good afternoon. This is Cirrus 199 Mike Golf, 2.9 for 4.5 VFR.
That was 201, number 199 Mike Golf from Surge from altimeter 3007.
07 for Mike Golf, thanks.
Southwest 874, checking in, Providence altimeter 3007, Papa.
And Providence for Cirrus 199 Mike Golf. We're just doing a VFR instrument training flight, so we're just going to be making some shallow turns left and right, of course.
Number 9 Mike Golf, roger.
Okay, so now poor Karen's going to have her first experience with some FOGGLES.
Number 101 Kilo Pop, squawk
Okay,
0455.
so right now the autopilot's flying the airplane, which is just fine.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, come about another 10 degrees left for me. Get around that puffy cloud there. Okay, great. So what I want you to do is just get used to looking at the instruments while the autopilot's on.
Southwest 874,
Under
turn
the
left
hood.
heading 045,
Right?
vectors
Yep.
downwind, change to my frequency 123.67. .101 Kilo Pop, you're ready to contact 2 miles southwesterly, Providence altimeter 3007.
So is this pointing?
1 Kilo Pop.
So
you
where's
gonna
it
stay at
pointing?
5.5?
Well, it's pointing to hop to, but we're
No,
not
it's
going
actually
there.
not. Why don't you look at the scoreboard?
Approach Bonanza
now it's
187
going
Juliet.
in.
Well, hop to Indy, so it's
5,500.
cycling through, right?
Okay, so going,
Okay,
go back.
so hold
One
on,
Kilo Pop,
hold on.
Yep.
Cirrus 199 Mike Golf, why don't you go direct Jakuk?
Number 7 Delta Mike from Surge, Providence altimeter 3007.
Kook?
Jakuk, whatever that
Oh,
is.
Jakuk.
Jakuk. No, okay, so let's go back. No, timeout.
Well,
That's
Colin.
better. Okay, direct. Now, make sure you're going to the right
Number 187
place,
Juliet,
right?
Coop.
Yep.
Okay, fine,
187
great.
Juliet, yep, just...
And are we going to the right place?
Not yet.
We're going to have to
Well,
park the fender.
Okay,
Hitting mode.
hit
87
nav.
Juliet, thanks. Providence altimeter 3007, stay altitude.
And again, when we're flying IFR, anytime we hit a button to go somewhere navigating, we need to make sure that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Again, flying VFR doesn't
Front of
really
41,
matter.
proceed direct depot, direct command,
IFR, it's a big deal.
Absolutely,
Okay?
yep.
So again, you want to take your heading bug and sync it. And I'm just going to fine tune our power setting to 75. Perfect. Okay. Are you feeling pretty comfortable?
Yeah, we're at 4,500, 151 knots.
Okay.
156.
So now, why don't you shut the autopilot off? So again, if you hit this, see it says heading
Number
sync,
76 Juliet, advise
you don't have to
CM
touch it anymore.
Okay.
That's one of the great things about a
76 Juliet,
G6.
cleared
Yeah.
visual approach.
So I'm going to shut the autopilot off, but leave the flight director engaged.
Okay.
And I just want you to try to maintain level flight on the airplane.
You got it.
Just by reference to instruments.
Yep.
Good. So, again, when we're flying IFR, it's a fingertips and toes kind of a thing. Okay? So you're just going to pressure the controls. You're not going to actually move them. Okay?
Yep.
And again, the attitude indicator here is the center for everything, right?
Yeah.
Supporting instruments and making sure we're on the right way.
Okay.
Good. So just try to maintain 4,500 feet. And again, it's just pressures. It's not a movement, it's just a pressure.
Yep.
So you can already tell that you like to fly with the left wing down, don't you? See it? That's better. And if there's a little pressure, just move a little bit of aileron trim.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Not that I like having it down, it's just, it's very sensitive.
It's very sensitive. It's super sensitive, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Southwest 874, descend and maintain 5,000.
5,000, Southwest 874.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you a couple of simulated turns.
Okay.
So, explain to me the process for turning the airplane flying IFR.
Flying IFR?
Yep, we're flying IFR. And I'm going to give you a heading change to like 240.
You put it in heading mode.
7 Delta Mike, climb
Okay.
and maintain
and then you
10
turn the heading
Delta.
bug.
Correct. So it's heading, bug,
Yeah.
and then turn towards it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
61 Bravo,
Cirrus
turn right,
199 Mike
heading
Golf,
045, vector
turn left
downwind.
heading 210.
045, 61 Bravo.
Heading,
7 Delta Mike, contact
Turn
Boston Center,
210.
124.85. Good day.
nice. Now the airplane will turn.
Good afternoon, Cardinal 995, Victor Zulu
Very
4,500.
Good. Perfect.
Number 1 Kilo Papa, thank you. Number 995, Victor Zulu, Province Approach, Province altimeter 3007.
075, Victor Zulu, thank you. Province Approach 87 Juliet, we're going to
Very
pop
good.
back up to 55 for the water crossing.
So you know that
87 Juliet,
you need a little bit of aft trim or a little
Yeah.
bit of aft
Southwest
elevator
874,
pressure, right?
5050.
It was perfect. You lost just a
050,
hair's
Southwest
worth
Okay.
of okay?
Yep.
So I'm going to turn you back. Cirrus 199 Mike Golf, turn heading right, heading 250.
250 for 9 Mike Golf.
Right, 250. Good. Perfect. You're getting ahead of the airplane. So now, again, when we start the turn,
You got to start turning.
the airplane inside of the command bars, that's
Yeah.
fine. Good. Now start to watch your rate of turn. So you can start to anticipate
When it's
back and
coming.
forth when it's coming. Now, I don't want a hard rollout. Smooth and easy rollout. Beautiful. That's how you do it.
Number 39er Zulu, change
Nice.
my frequency,
Very nicely done.
119.45.
Just a little short, but beautifully done. Right?
Do that.
Southwest 874, traffic 1 o'clock, 6
Cirrus
miles.
199 Mike Golf.
Westbound
Clear direct
4,500,
Lafay.
restricted Cirrus.
9 Mike Golf, cleared direct Lafay.
Cirrus 9 Mike Golf, traffic 12 to 11 o'clock and 5 miles northeastbound, 737, 6,000 for 5,000.
All right, looking for the traffic for Mike Golf, maintain 4.5.
Okay,
Number
direct Lafay.
2439er Zulu, change my frequency,
Direct
119.45.
Yep.
119.45,
Perfect.
2439.
Now how do we go direct Lafay?
I put it on nav.
Perfect. And then how do we know that we're actually doing that correctly? Is we look at the scoreboard to make sure, right? And you can see direct Lafay.
Yep.
Okay, and then if again you can hit this button,
2439 Zulu,
you'll
thanks.
see your heading sync comes up. Then it doesn't get messy. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Perfect. Nice work. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to make it even harder on you, and I'm going to remove the flight director.
Okay.
Okay, here goes the flight director is going to go away.
Okay.
You can see the Boeing in our windscreen here,
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's
there he
cool.
is. He's no factor. We got him in sight.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's
Traffic,
a little harder.
12 o'clock. High, 3 miles.
Traffic's in sight, no factor. And Mike off, we have the traffic in sight. We'll maintain visual separation with him. Okay, so now you see you're getting a little sloppy, right? It's a little harder
Yeah.
to maintain. So get yourself back up to altitude just a hair, and again, just a pressure. Get back on your course to the right.
Do you happen to have my flight plan? I was having issues submitting it on the ground as vineyard.
Perfect. Now roll back to level. Nice. Right.
Travel state 74, descend and maintain 2,100.
You just fly the heading for now.
2,100,
Here, I'm going to give you the heading.
74.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to give you the flight director. There you go, just fly, try to maintain that heading.
Okay.
Nicely done. It's a little bit more difficult, right?
Yeah, so I'm following the magenta line, right?
No, I have you right now, just I want you to fly that heading of 250,
Oh, okay.
which is just fine.
Okay.
Okay?
61 Bravo, turn 10
Great.
degrees left, vector for sequence.
Turn left.
I
So
lost
now-
altitude.
Yeah, it's okay. You're
Current
doing great
41
still.
contact,
I'm going to
Boston
turn the
approach
heading
on
bug for you because you're going to start to
133.75.
get task saturated, so I'm going to take away some of the duties, okay?
Okay.
I'm in Southwest A 74, you cleared visual
So
approach.
Cirrus,
123.
1 on Mike turn left heading 200.
9 Mike Golf heading 200.
Great.
For Providence, 420 Alpha Romeo, it's 3 points.
Again, so now level the wings.
I'm ready
What do you mean?
Maintain your bank.
Yeah.
Great. Not too steep, right? Don't let your nose fall, right? A little bit of back pressure. Good. Nicely done. Okay, good.
2169 on Mike
Back
Ida.
to the right. I'm back to level. Sorry. Beautiful. That's working great. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonna bring you back all the way around to intercept this course, right?
Okay.
Hold on before you turn.
Maintain 7,000.
Clear on the right.
7,000,
Clear.
Come right, heading 280.
169 Mike's radar
Mike
contact
Golf
5 east.
heading
That's
right
Groton. Cross
to-
altimeter 3006.
What is it?
Turning right, 280.
280.
3007.
Okay, when we start our turn, we're going to set our bank looking at the attitude indicator, right? 10, 20, 30 degrees, so give me about a 25 degree bank
South State
turn.
24 contact
25?
tower.
Yeah,
Southwest 674.
or 20 degrees of bank is fine. That's perfect. Now I want to make sure it looks good. Now back to here. Now over to here. Are we sinking or climbing? We're sinking a little bit, right? So just a hair back pressure. Back to the attitude indicator. That's good. Make sure the turn's going. It's really nice. Back to the attitude indicator. We're climbing, right? See that?
Yeah.
Lower the nose a little bit. Increase your bank. You're down to 15 degrees. Nice. It's hard to work, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
He said at or below 4,500, so let's get down. It was for that Boeing, but still we want to be at 4,500.
5 Yankee Roger.
Okay, we're coming up
One to
here,
the top, but just turn
rolling
15
out,
degrees to
looking
your right,
at the attitude
crossing traffic
indicator.
ahead.
Beautiful, level the plane. So where's level?
Number 69
Pointer and pointer.
11 o'clock, 3 miles.
Right, does that make sense?
3,500.
Yep.
Okay.
He's inbound to Groton.
Also, the yellow bar's on the horizon line. The white line, again, is the horizon line, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at your green flight path marker, you can see whether it's above or below the horizon. That helps you a lot.
Okay.
That make sense?
I didn't
I'm
get
sorry,
to your
what was
heading bug.
That's okay, you're doing great.
1 kilo pop, Roger.
We're going to back direct Lefay, and I'm going to put you on, you can just, if you would, just try to
5180
maintain
Lima,
the
Providence.
heading.
Okay.
There you go, try to maintain your flight. Try to maintain your heading, I mean.
Roger.
I'm going to get you.
At 270? Which one do you want me on?
Just try to keep the needle centered for now.
The needle? Okay.
Try to keep the needle centered.
Good afternoon, Groton Tower Information Echo 1856 Zulu weather, wind 2009er, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 22, altimeter 3009. RNAV GPS or visual approach in use, landing and departing runway 23.
Runway 23,
For
right?
bird activity, all quadrants of the
Groton Tower, good afternoon. Cirrus 199 Mike Golf on a wide left base for runway 23. We have it as Echo.
Just 199 Mike Golf, Groton Tower, make sure you're runway 23, report a 4 mile final.
4 miles straight in for 23. 9 Mike Golf. Okay.
Flex shift at 355, that timed out, you're going to have to refile it.
Sierra Nano Mike Golf, about a 4 mile final, 2-3.
Nano Mike
30%
Golf, only 2-3,
power.
clear to land.
Almost.
Slightly from the left crosswind, you can see the water here, right?
Yep.
Nicely done. Okay. Give me a nice landing. Okay, center line for me, please. Power to idle. Nose more up. More. Right there. Beautiful. Little float.
Nano Mike Golf, taxi to Mystic Jet on Charlie taxiway, give way to the Cherokee coming off the ramp right out your right there.
Off at Charlie, give way to the Cherokee, over to Mystic.